Hello, man here. Welcome back to Lost Worlds here in Farming Simulator 22. Yep, from the looks of it, we must have got lost here from last season. I've been running the great big, 50-foot wide combine heads and the, well, actually, we were actually running a whole lot of those, I guess. We were mostly actually running the 40-foot heads because the New Holland combines couldn't quite run the 45s or, yeah, forget about the 50s. But anyway, got the old John Deere Turbo 6620 up here. I don't think we'll quite be using it here at this episode. We got some weeds we need to spray for here. Wanted to get that done here at this episode. Don't think we have any see and spray options on this particular sprayer, if you know what I mean, Evan. So we're just going to spray the field here. Essentially a pre-emergence spray. Actually, you know what? Oh, yeah, I do. Liquid fertilizer. What do you mean liquid fertilizer? I don't need liquid fertilizer. Did I buy from the wrong one here? Pellets. Maybe I did. Herbicide, yes, we need herbicide. Okay. My problem is now what do I do with the liquid? There we go, that's what we do with the liquid fertilizer. We'll just dump that out there. Let's go get ourselves some herbicide here, man. We need to spray these fields, and essentially we're going to spray, I'm going to call this pre-emergence, everyone. So our crops have not started to come up yet. We're going to try to get to those weeds here before they do. And as we noted here on the last season there, I'm playing on that Spring Creek. Again, that was the 36X map. For those of you who have not checked that series out, you should do so. Definitely a bit of fun over on there, shall we say, playing on a 36X map. Never actually ended up doing anything too crazy on there compared to most of the large maps we played on. We're running 200 combines and stuff like that. I think we kept it under, 4 combines? I think the most we ever ran were 4 combines, if I remember correctly. We had the 2 New Hollands, and then we had 2 John Deere combines as well, so... Like I said, didn't get too crazy on there. But yeah, as we found out on there, once the weeds come up, you lose yield. So if you can stop the weeds from coming up, that is ideal. That is exactly what we're going to try to do here. Oh, we got to be careful here, too. They both look identical, don't they? Okay. One of these is fertilizer. One of these is spraying. I can tell you which one here. Yep. Red can of death. The question is, which one is it going to fill with? Not going to take a chance. We're going to take this and put that over there. Because knowing the game, when it's just going to do eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Wow, surprise. You got more liquid fertilizer. Yeah. Okay, back to the farm. We'll actually start spraying here. If we get the spraying done, we might actually end up skipping a little bit of time here this episode. And we'll see if we can maybe start harvesting. I don't know if we can spray the field this quickly or not of it. I don't know. How long is it going to take to spray the field here with this thing here? Good question. John Deere. How is there a model number of this? John Deere 250, huh? John Deere 250 sprayer. And I don't see any hydraulics on those booms either, so I think that's a manual job there. Not to mention we're spraying with an open air tractor here. Maximum chemical inhalation that way, It's good for you, right? And then apparently whatever chemical we're spraying that one, apparently it's good for both soybeans and corn. So, good. We don't have to switch out chemicals, right? Otherwise, yeah, spraying corn and soybeans. I mean, typically, is there any chemicals that work on both? There probably is, but usually you're switching out chemicals between corn and beans. So, okay, turning the sprayer on. I guess there's nothing else really to do, is there? Oh, that's right. When you're spraying pre-emergence like this, I don't think there's any changes there. So, yeah, we're going to have to be careful about this. This is a lot of times why I use course play to do this. I don't do this myself here. Forgot about that. The reason I use course play. We'll just have to make sure we use GPS, Evan. As long as we pay attention to GPS, we should have no problem doing this. Get ourselves a nice headland done here first, and then we'll set ourselves up a GPS line. Since last episode, of course, we finished up planting on our new field there. I guess we don't really have field numbers, do we? Yeah, there's no numbers at all on this. So that field there, we'll just call it that, I guess, right? We finished that field. And again, that field, everyone, we will probably be combining that field with this field here at some point. What happened up there, I wonder? Huh. I don't know what happened there. That's a little weird. Cultivator got into this field or something maybe, but horseplay was on the cultivator the whole time, so that wouldn't have been my fault if it was the cultivator. Okay, looks like this might be like the straightest end of the field here, so I think we'll set GPS up down here. And we need to run. Oh, there's no GPS. Well, unfortunately, we're going to need GPS on this because there's no way. I don't think you can do this without GPS. So, $15,000 on this tractor. Wow. It's a little expensive there. Okay, GPS. And we need, I think this is 90 degrees. We're running auto width. Hey, 26.5 feet. About the widest implement we have here is the sprayer. Ooh, this tractor does not turn particularly well, one. Wow. Running the, it's on here. That'll probably help. Running the Ford, what was the model number of this? That's actually a good question. No, it's called an Awesome Henry, okay. Yeah, because it's a Ford repower, essentially. Got the V8 in it there. Okay, we're back. Had to go and whoop. Well, if I turn it back on one time, had to go answer the door there a minute. Let's see. Yeah, we left off in here somewhere. Sure. And apparently, did I leave this running while I was answering the door? Apparently, I must have, because I don't think we used this much spray. Just going this little bit on the field, did we? Oh, well. We'll figure that out. See once hopefully we have enough spray to finish both of these fields here. And like I said, once we're done spraying them, and I think we're good to go ahead and skip time here. I don't think there's anything else we have to do to the fields. Fields should be fertilized. Actually, you know what? I never did check the lime on that other field, did we? Probably should do that. Go for this tree here. Wonder if there's breakaway booms on this unit. Well, technically, I mean, if you think about it, they're all breakaway booms, right? They will all break away. Whether or not they're supposed to break away, that might be the question, right? Oh, good. At least we can see our tracks to them, and so we shouldn't have any problem figuring out what we have and haven't sprayed here. That's good. Kind of, again, the concern with us here. Why we can't have options like this in the game, I don't know. And Giants just doesn't... I guess Giants expects us to wait till the weeds show up and then spray them. So, which, of course, at that point, Evan, you've lost yield. So... Anyway, just a reminder too, everyone, if you haven't already clicked that subscribe button, don't forget to do so. Always very much appreciated. Of course, as always, if you like the video, well, you know what to do, everyone. Why oh, there's no hydraulics on this tractor. Why are the hydraulics hanging down there? Hey, that'd be why. Actually, speaking of hydraulics, what would the hydraulics be for on this sprayer? I don't see a PTO, so hydraulically driven pump, maybe? Thought they usually did most of these off PTOs on these older sprayers like this, but maybe not. I mean, it might be a hydraulically driven pump. I don't see any other, like, there's no PTO of them, so it's not that. Well, actually, maybe there's supposed to be. It's just supposed to be a PTO under there. This tractor doesn't have a PTO either. Yeah, there is a PTO there. Might not be set up, though. That's hard. Yeah, don't know. Hard to say. Ooh, that's, yeah, no, we better not abort that turn. Abort. Try that again. Of course, don't forget to, of course, as always, if you like the video, well, you know what to do. Give her the old thumbs up there. And if you'd like to join us in on the RDAllen multiplayer servers, you can find our multiplayer server information down below in the description there of this video. Again, anyone is welcome to join as long as you can play nicely and follow the rules. And again, we are a PC-only server, by the way, so sorry to any console users that might want to join. Unfortunately, again, we are PC-only. Mainly due to, mods like GPS and stuff like that again, just are not available on the console. Why such mods, or actually such mods aren't built into the game, yeah, don't know. Don't ask me that. is a fact of life that escapes me here, but apparently escapes Giants too, because they have not put GPS in this game yet. Oh, begs the question, how many of you folks want to bet they will put GPS in the next version of Farming Simulator? Will there be built-in GPS finally? I don't know. I won't hold my breath on it, that's for sure of one. Let's put it this way. I will have to see it to believe it. And the reason I say that... Ooh, we're going to hit the tree again. Wow. Just trying to kill this sprayer, aren't we? The reason I say that, one, the rumor has been for Farming Simulator 19 and Farming Simulator 22 that they would both have GPS. Well, as you folks know, neither Farming Simulator 19 or Farming Simulator 22 had GPS. There's no built-in GPS in either one of these games. So the only GPS that's available in these games is modded. And there are a couple different options, by the way. I think probably the one most people probably use is the actual like GS mod, guidance steering mod. I call it GPS, that one. Technically, it is the guidance steering mod. And at least in the past, the mod author would always get a little uptight when you called it GPS, because it is guidance steering, not GPS. Because there was actual GPS mod back in the day, so the new mod now is called GS mod, guidance steering. A little different than GPS, but I mean, same basic function as what it does, right? It's GPS. And then you also have a vehicle control add-on that has a GPS in it as well. I believe enhanced vehicle, I'd like to say, also has a GPS, and there might even be more. I think that's just the three I know of. Like I said, again, guidance steering is probably the main one I would assume that gets used. I don't know. Wait, you folks let me know. Like, for those of you out there using the various GPS mods out there, does anyone use, other than like actual guidance steering, do you actually use like vehicle control add-on and mods like that? Just curious if other people out there actually use some of the other, again, what I call guidance steering mods. We are running with precision farming here too, by the way, and so I would assume we'd probably have spotty weeds on these fields. I don't think we would just have a field of solid weeds. I'm not sure. I guess well, actually, we won't find out, because if we spray these fields down, there shouldn't be any weeds coming up, right? Oh, it's going to be close to it. We're going to have enough spray for this here. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I must have left the sprayer turned on. I thought I turned it off when I went to answer the door of them, but apparently not. You know, the doorbell rings, you know, you better go answer it, right? I like the fact, too, you can see the sprayers obviously spraying on some of these wheels here. But then there's also another set of sprays here. Looks like it's designed to spray back behind the wheels. So, yeah, good on them for that one. Wonder if this has individual zone shut off here, or nozzle shut off. Yeah, probably not on the John Deere 250. This thing is probably, I don't know, 70 years old or somewhere in there, one. John Deere 250, definitely by no means is a newer, or at least I don't think it is anyway. Shouldn't say, you never know. And sometimes some of the stuff maybe is a little bit newer than I realize. Smaller scale operation, you know, might be the perfect sprayer for something like that. All right, be careful. We're going to have to come back and spray that up there yet, aren't we? Okay, noted. Oh, while we're driving here, let's check out this Ford here. Ford, again, I'm just going to call it like Ford Repower. It's the Ford Henry. Oh, looks like we do actually have, is that, I don't know if that's supposed to be RPM or what that one is there, but we got some gauge that appears to be doing some sort of moving. Oh. I had it on for that last pass, didn't I? Hopefully I did. Because I thought I shut it off, but then I see it's still on yet. Once we cross these tracks, we should be good. tractor seems so short when you're sitting in the seat like this. Having like the weeds and grass are almost as tall as the tractor is. That's never a good sign. Unless, of course, that one ragging on the organic farmers here a little. Unless, of course, you're an organic farmer, then you would expect to have weeds about as tall as the tractor. Something we've talked about on the live streams here a fair amount in the past, everyone, about organic farming, which a reminder here, by the way, for the live streams, if you'd like to check them out, link is down below in the description there. RDAllen on Twitch. As always, if you'd like to join us. And as I've said before, we kind of cover all the topics over there, right? And one of those being organic farming. We've got a couple of organic farmers around where I live, everyone, and I'm telling you, folks, the organic farmers, they grow some of the best weeds you folks have ever seen. And, like, I ain't never seen weeds as tall as what they have. Like, you folks want to see some 10-foot tall weeds? Yeah, I will show you some organic farming. As I've discussed in the live stream before, I'm gonna personally, to be honest, I think organic farming is, yeah, not a good use of land in my opinion. A bit of a waste of land and a bit of a waste of resources, and just generally all around not a good idea from what I have seen. And I know one of the things that has always come up in the live streams too, well, obviously the organic farmers around by you don't know what they're doing. They need to do some weed and mitigation, you know, whatever, blah, blah. Yeah, you folks should see some of the interesting techniques these organic farmers have or tried to rely on to remove the weeds. I'm talking everything from fire to electricity. It's, yeah, obviously, for those who are not familiar with organic farming basically means not using any chemicals. I'm not even sure, like, when it comes to, like, fertilizer. I don't know what they can use for fertilizer. I know I've seen manure, but whether or not they can use, like, pellet fertilizer, stuff like that, I don't know on that one. I don't know kind of all, like, the rules surrounding, like, organic farming when it comes to some of that stuff, everyone. But at the very least, I know no sprays. So no chemicals, certainly no chemical fertilizer either that I know of. So, yeah, when it comes to controlling the weeds, everyone, oh, boy. And then I'm sure there's probably, again, when it comes to organic, you probably have to have organic seed as well. So, yeah, whatever organic seed would all entitle, but probably seed that doesn't have any of the protections and stuff like that on it, right? And, of course, you're not spraying it, so you don't need any of the capabilities of being sprayed as far as seed goes. We are about to run out here. I think we might just cheat a little bit back in, everyone, because like I said, again, I'm pretty sure I left it running while I answered the door, so otherwise we would have had enough. Yeah, let's, we don't need to add a whole lot. Let's see if I can do this here. Liquid fertilizer, fill. Can't set a number. Empty. Oh, set. It's 500. Does that work? Yeah, that should work. Like I said, we're about half empty there, I believe. Oh, why do you not turn back on? Oh, wait, liquid fertilizer. Let's try that again. Herbicide. There we go. Very hard to back up with this here, by the way. What I've always been told, the length of your hitch there makes a big difference on how hard it is to back something up. Longer hitch being better, of course. Short hitch there, it's a whole lot easier and quicker to jackknife if you're not being careful. By the way, for those of you always complaining and saying I should do some in-cab driving, well, there we go. Well, there's no cab driving, so I don't know. Is this still considered in-cab driving, everyone? But yeah, anyway, back to the organic farming topic there, like we were talking about, everyone. Just, yeah, again, you folks should see some of the weeds that these farmers are growing. When you got a field of corn, everyone, and you can't even see the corn because the weeds are taller than the corn. And I'm not talking like slightly taller than the corn. I mean, we're talking like, wow, just impressive levels of weeds. The whole problem with organic farming, Evan, if you're trying to get rid of the weeds, again, as I talked about, you got options with fire and electricity, and you can obviously cultivate. That's probably one of the best ways of getting rid of weeds in between the rows, but that does not get rid of the weeds that might be coming up right next to the plant, right? Or in the row that the plant is in. Like, obviously, the cultivator can't get in between the rows of corn or in the row of corn. So that is still a weed haven. So yeah, not much. Unless you're gonna go out there and weed by hand, but not much you can do about it. And yeah, I don't think most farmers are gonna go out and weed their corn by hand. That's just yeah, you weed a couple 100-acre field of corn by hand. I don't think so. Okay, almost done spraying. I've only got a couple more passes left to do yet. And if I'm not mistaken, I think we'll have a little time left yet this episode. Maybe we'll skip some time here. We're only in the month of April. We need to... Let's see, where's our calendar here? Wow, we need to go all the way till October. Okay, so we got some serious month skipping to do. Only running a 1 day per month setting here at the moment, so it shouldn't take too much, hopefully. I'll probably just do that off camera real quick, and we'll come back and maybe start a little harvesting of one. And then next episode, we'll really get into the harvesting here. Got the grain table up here for the combine at the moment, so we'll probably start with the soybeans here first. That actually reminds me, you know what? I don't think I ever bought a trailer, did I? We'll have to look at getting a trailer here yet. I might end up cheating a little bit more money back in for that one. Just, again, kind of buying our starter equipment here. And looks like, yeah, I think I probably forgot to buy a trailer. So, oh well, we'll get one. No question, is there a little missing spot there? I think we're going to call it good, Evan. Okay, looks good to me. I think with that, hold this up, Evan. We'll park this, and we're going to go ahead and sleep for the night. So we'll be back here in a few minutes, Evan. I'm going to sleep through October, I guess, and we'll come back and start some harvesting. Okay, Evan, and we are back here looking at our field of corn that is still growing. We still got 1 more month to go yet, I think. So we got to go to the month of October before we can start harvesting. But I thought I'd show you folks here just the corn we have here. Oh, that's looking good. I mean, that's, wow, it's way up there. I mean, that's some tall corn here. And checking out our soybeans, they're both still growing here yet. Again, we should have 1, maybe 2 months to go yet, I think, here. Again, it's supposed to be October here, according to the calendar. So, again, should be 1 month. We'll find out here. We're going to sleep through the night here in a minute, but just wanted to show you folks this here. We should all be good and weed-free here, by the way. So, yeah, see, we're both growing. Oh, needs rolling. If we turn that off, yeah. Actually, there's one little spot that needs plowing. Weird. Not sure what's up with that. Anyway, don't know how that escaped us there, but whatever. I wonder if there's a little bit of grass or something that's in there yet. Again, of course, Evan, if you watched when we first started here, this was all like trees here and here as well. There was like a small little field here, but okay, anyway, let's go ahead and sleep the night, Evan. We're using the Sleep Anywhere mod, by the way. It really comes in handy for stuff like this when we're just well, there's nothing to do. We don't have any animals yet, by the way. Hopefully we'll get into some animals here at some point, Evan, but for now, we don't have any animals, so we're just we're sleeping. Not like a good rest here. And clear, sometimes this takes longer than others. Hey, there we go. That changes things a lot. Like 1 month, we went from green corn to very, very dead corn. Went from very, very green soybeans to, well, I don't know if I quite call those completely dead. What I'm used to, at least around where I live, Evan, like when a soybean field goes dead, a lot of times it's even hard to tell if there's anything on the field sometimes, right? Like the soybeans just like, they dry down almost nothing sometimes. There's just not a whole lot of material out there. Speaking of soybeans, by the way, we are going to start on the soybeans here first. So we're going to grab the John Deere Turbo 80, or I say 80, 6620. And let's start harvesting soybeans. Oh, that's right. We need to buy a trailer here as well. We forgot about that. Probably get ourselves a nice gravity wagon. I think, unfortunately, I've got all big gravity wagons here. I don't know. I might have to do some mod here. I want to see if we get some of the equipment I have for this. What I need to unbolt. What needs to be unbolted? Oh, okay, sure. Oh, we need to unfold the harvester now. Really? Okay. Really need to unfold those. Cool. Well, we should be able to make fairly short work of this here, I would think. We've only got a few minutes left here yet this episode, but we'll get some harvesting done. I don't think we'll quite finish this, I don't think, but... Also, I realized, do we have any storage here on this farm? We might have to look into that. I just realized I don't think we have any storage in this farm either. Huh. If you can even call it a farm. Like, all we got is a little shack there and a barn, right? Call that a barn. Farm, that looks like it's one of those that's about ready to fall down, right? Not a whole lot of those barns left anymore, right? Those barns are pretty much collapsing and or have collapsed. Oh, I wonder how well we're yielding. Okay, not very good according to the map. I'm just looking at that. I mean, the yield map is not favorable for us here at the moment. Looks like we're maybe in 80. Wow, we should be pretty good, aren't we? I mean, I didn't roll it. Expected yield 63%. Yield potential. Wow, we got something wrong. I mean, I don't know what, but something is definitely wrong here. It doesn't need any fertilizer. We plowed it. Huh. I guess the precision farming map would be the one to go to, right? It's got some variable rate seed applied to it. I wonder if it's because... Well, I thought we checked the pH, though. I thought the pH was good, wasn't it? Very, very interesting, everyone. What are we looking at over here? Expected yield 77 and yield potential 80. Okay, so... We're 3% low. That would make sense because we didn't roll it or mulch it. Okay, had to answer the doorbell here again, Evan. Wow, doorbell's ringing off the hook here today. Yeah, before we go any further, Evan, let's maybe look at, I wonder if we repurchase the soil information, if that would help. I don't think it was that much. $2,000. We're just gonna, let's rebuy that. pH, yeah, it says the pH is okay. Okay, we got a different yield potential now. Expected yield 77%, yield potential 80%. Okay, so that changed a lot. Oh, there we go. Now we're actually got a good section down here. 98. Yeah, I was gonna say that makes a little bit more sense. I wouldn't have thought we'd be yield potential 100, and then we're only getting 6. That's barely half, right? So that just was not making sense. I wonder if this will actually change the color here now too, or if it's gonna stay the same, because it's probably technically the same yield. Yeah, it looks like the color is staying the same, Evan. So I think it's showing us our correct yield, just the numbers were not showing correctly. So actually we're getting a little green down here now, aren't we? Maybe it is changing. I guess I'll have to see once. Might just bend this bottom corner of the field a little bit better than the rest too, I think. So I like seeing that color a little bit more than the yellow and the orange, that's for sure. Oh, and we might need that trailer sooner than I thought. We are harvesting soybeans, of course, a little bit lower yielding crop, but we're already a 3% full here. Nothing wrong with that. Bit of a busy episode. We went from spraying to sleeping a couple nights, and now we're harvesting, right? Amazing how that works. let's see, what are we getting here? 67.7 bushels in here. 94.5 bushels an acre here, according to the combine. I wonder how well the yield monitor in this combine works. That's a joke, by the way, for those of you wondering. They're obviously, well, I don't know, I guess I should say it might be possible to maybe add a yield monitor to this combine. I don't know, but of course, when they came from the factory, there was no like sort of yield monitoring system at all in this particular combine. That wasn't something that, until like the last couple of years here that we've started having that type of equipment, right? But yeah, 94.5 bushels, and it's also not changing. I find it's interesting here. It's staying the same. That was the yield map was showing, but whatever. Oh, it's a hydroplex head here. Perfect for harvesting soybeans, right? Soybeans, of course, I'm one of the crops that is harvested, relatively close to the ground, so pretty much almost running the head on the ground, if not on the ground, real close to it, right? Interesting. We actually are getting a slightly different yield here. Last time around, we were getting some oranges and stuff here, just a solid yellow this time. Weird. No idea how that yield map works, Evan, but as I've said before, Evan, take it with a grain of salt, because I know for a fact that this yield map lies. And, yeah, it is not actually correct sometimes. So yeah, just something to keep in mind. And don't go looking at this yield map and taking its numbers as true. 'Cause it is not. Now, don't ask me why it's not. I mean, it seems like if Giants was to integrate a feature like this, you would think it would actually be the right numbers, but I'm not the Giants here. So, yeah, apparently Giants math is hard, right? Whoever is at Giants, apparently math is not their gift. We've actually proved that here a few times in this game, with some of the testing we have done here versus the numbers Giants says. Rolling is a 5%. Actually, I think they changed that. Initially, I think they said it was a 5% increase. Then they must have realized that was wrong, and now I think they say 5% rolling and mulching. But again, with all the testing I have done, the best you get is 2% doing both of them. Again, both of them, not just one or the other. You got to do both. Get a 2% yield or 1%. Rolling is 1%, mulching is 1%. As I've said before, it's worth it. Not if you ask me, but especially on the fields of this side, though. You spend $150,000 on a roller, $100,000 on a roller, or whatever you're going to spend. You're never going to make that money back on this field. Well, I think what we're going to do is we're going to fill this combine up, then we're going to probably wrap it up here for this episode. We had a couple interruptions here already, so I think it's about time to wrap it up, apparently. Well, 66.1 here to the bow. Hey, it's good. That's good, right, Owen? We're going to have to get ourselves a trailer, and then we got to figure out where we're going to store our crops here as well, because, we don't have any storage yet. We don't have a lot of money either, so... with that being said, I might just cheat the trailer in because I thought I had bought all the starting equipment. Again, if you start this map, it does start you with equipment. I ended up just selling all that equipment, and then with what was left, I went and bought the equipment we have now. And obviously, when you started this, I started this off with a lot of the newer, still smaller but newer stuff. Got rid of all that, so that gave us plenty of money to buy older equipment. John Deere 620 turbos aren't exactly expensive, right? So you're almost full here. Okay, speaking of being full of it, I think we're going to call that full on time here as well this episode. So on that note, you folks have any comments and or questions, be sure to leave them down below. And as always, Ellen, thanks for watching. Until next time.